welcome onto the show, Dan and Naomi. It was one of my all-time favourite people. Comedian, actor, Twitter philosopher.
Legend.
Atheist, cat lady, podcaster, millionaire, roaster, the Globes. It's chuffing Ricky Gervais.
Hey, thank you.
How are you?
Here.
Hey?
Yeah, great. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
And you've got your first show in a long time, which is going to be coming to Birmingham in 28th of June. So we're very much looking forward to seeing Humanity. One of the girls who works in the office has been to see the show in Cardiff already, and she won't shut up about it. So she's big thumbs up.
Excellent. Well, actually, yeah, one gig sold out straight away, but I'm putting another one on this Friday. The tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. So I'll be the second night. So if you didn't get tickets to the first one, I'm playing the Birmingham Indoor Arena in June. I think I'm playing 27th, 28th.
27th, 28th.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that goes on sale this Friday at 10 a.m.
Good times.
It says Humanity is your angriest and most honest tour yet.
Well, it started off angry, but then they laughed, so I'm not angry anymore.
I was going to say.
Are you angry? Currently, are you angry about anything at this moment in time?
I'm angry about everything all the time, but it's trivial things, and that was a sort of theme at the beginning. It was me moaning about the world from the most privileged position. I talk about being spoilt and how my life's changed and how the world's going to pot. But no, I worry. Anything annoys me. Like I have to change seats 3 times in a restaurant. Like the door will annoy me, or the air conditioning, or the chair's wrong. So that's the sort of things that annoy me. But I don't. I'm not a sort of political comedian, really. Well, except this year where everyone's political. But I try and keep that out of comedy. I think if you start, talking about things that divide the crowd in any way, well, that's fine. But it turns into rallying. So I try and keep, politics out of funny. But I talk about the world and what I think about it at the moment. But yeah, it's through my eyes, and it's more personal. I think it's my best yet, and I think the critics agree, and I think that's because I left it 7 years.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
Yeah, and it's great, and it's now my favourite thing in the world. My first few tours, it felt like it was my second or third job stand-up because I was doing sitcoms and movies, and now it feels like my first job. This year I dedicated to it. I said I would. And I'm absolutely loving it. I want to do it forever. I already want to start on another tour when this one's finished. I'm absolutely loving it now.
Okay, but this is going on for like such a long time. You're going to need a rest afterwards.
I know. It ends in LA, 3 nights in LA at the Dolby Theatre where they hold the Oscars at the end of October. Yeah.
That's quite a massive venue compared to the venue you're doing the Birmingham gig in. I think we had the Birmingham Media Awards over here. It's about the equivalent that you've got. You've got the Oscars over there, the Media Awards here.
I'm playing bigger ones around the world. I mean, they're big theatres, but I'm playing like arenas in sort of old Scandinavia and Europe, and I'm playing Madison Square Garden, and I'm trying to play smaller venues in Britain, really, because I live here, and I think it's better for comedy big theatres. Do you know what I mean? But when I pop to Stockholm, I can't do a week there because I'm sort of busy. So I do have to do their ridiculous Globe, which is something like 16,000, which is crazy.
We're doing Canada as well, aren't you? That's the first time you've done it over there. Because my wife's Canadian, so last time I went over there with her, and it was around the time I was listening to your podcast, so instantly people thought I was, are you Carl Pilkington? Because I've got a bald head and it's a bit round. So I was like, no, I'm not. So I was called Carl for a week over there, thanks to you.
That's great. That's lovely.
That's the name of it was.
Amazingly, it is the first time I've played Canada. I'm playing 3 nights in Toronto, and I'm half Canadian myself, so... shame on me, really, for leaving it this long.
I know.
Disgrace.
You were saying earlier about some of the comedy, you don't want to divide the audience, but one of the things that you have done in the past has been dividing me and my family with one of your old jokes that... do you remember the Humpty Dumpty moral of the story on one of the old shows? I've seen this, Dan.
Yes.
I've got a 4-year-old. In fact, it's her birthday today. She's 5 years old, Gabrielle, today.
Happy birthday, Gabrielle.
Happy birthday.
I've been reading to her nursery rhymes, as you do. Now, we got to Humpty Dumpty, and I couldn't help it but tell her the real moral of the story, which is don't sit on the wall if you're an egg.
Straight to the punchline.
I'd love to do a whole set of nursery rhymes where I cut to the chase. Like,
that was it.
I deconstructed the boy who cried wolf, and I said, now we were told the moral of that story is never tell a lie. And I said, no, it isn't. The moral of that story is never tell the same lie twice.
That's it. But she now really believes it. So we read the story like just before we found out we were going to do the interview. So it was back end of last week, and I'd read the story to her, and she now knows at the end of it. She goes, "Daddy, don't sit on the wall if you're an egg," and I'm quite proud of her.
And don't send horses to do medical procedures.
That was the one.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
So, I mean, obviously, I'm sort of trying to sort of educate my daughter in a nursery rhyme style, but using, reality sets in at the end of it as well.
Leaving out the swearing, I hope.
Well, it depends what mood I'm in, if I'm honest with you. Because, when you I've been at that phase now, I've accidentally done it when she's been in the car.
Yeah.
And you just don't, when you hear him say it in the background. It's like,
what does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah,
Andy?
what does... Yeah, so...
Oh, it's when I hit my thumb with a hammer. Yeah, that's all. That's what that word's for.
Ricky, what is your weakness? Because I saw on your Instagram the other day you posted a photo of a delicious-looking glass of wine, and I'm currently undergoing a self-imposed wine ban because that is my kryptonite. So what's yours? Alcohol is my only vice and my only weakness and the only thing I don't think I can give up or want to give up. As people say, do you drink every night? I go, yeah. They go, oh, you should give up. I go, well, that's mental. Why would I give up? That's... Tell me about it. Yeah. I'm like a week into this and I'm like, oh,
exactly.
God, that picture of the wine on his Instagram. Oh.
I know, it's 6 o'clock. It's still my watershed, but I look forward to it. 5 to 6, I'm hovering over the bottle.
I love it.
I love that everyone has wine time, don't they?
6
exactly.
o'clock?
Yeah. And I've been sitting on the couch waiting for 2 hours. No, I do. I love wine and champagne. I like a beer, but at home, no, we open a bottle of fizz. We celebrate every day.
Wow.
You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's a great. I'm having that one.
Can I have my wine back now? I had to handle my wine over in a wine amnesty. Can I have it back now?
Exactly.
Yeah, this idiot over here gave me all her wine earlier on, so I'm supposed to look after it. I thought it was to drink, but she just wants me to look after it for her. No wine tax or anything. It's a load of rubbish.
How's your squirrel, mate?
Oh, we think he's okay. I found a little squirrel just by the graveyard where I live, and he looked a little bit dazed, and so I picked him up, and he sort of sat in my hand, and I sat on a gravestone by myself in the graveyard. Jane ran home to get some nuts, and I was and I was chewing up these nuts because he looked too. I was chewing them up and making a little paste, and he was eating them off my finger. And then I said to Twitter, what can I do? And they said they love strawberries. We went and bought some strawberries, and I fed him this big strawberry, and I contacted some animal welfare people, and they said, you shouldn't really take them from, where they are. And so we sort of left him there with a strawberry, and he wasn't injured, and he perked up, and he ran off. So I think he had a nice little, he had a little hour in my arms eating nuts and strawberries. Maybe he was a con artist.
He does that. He lies there every day waiting for someone to come along and chew up some nuts and create a nut paste for him.
Got you around his little finger. Well, this is why. This is 27th, 28th of June. Ricky's going to be in Birmingham. If you've never been to see him live yet, make sure this is the one to do it. Because, even though you said you got another tour coming up straight afterwards, you're going to work on that.
Yeah, but this is his best one yet, and the next one might not be as good, no offence.
Exactly. I may have to leave it 7 years for it to be as good. But come along. I'm really proud of it. It's a great show.
We will see you there.
Thank you.
Be a morning person.
Dan and Naomi.
Waking up Birmingham.
Free Radio.